we create software that is sort of like mobile apps for neighborhoods. With it, you can send messages to your neighbors. It's very useful, for example, when your cat goes missing. So you can let all the people who live around you know about it. But it's not just for cats. It's also very good when you're having a garage sale and you want to let your neighbors know about it, or when you're organizing a community event. The local authority can also use it. They can let the people know when the rubbish collection is late, or when there's a change in traffic, or when they want to run a consultation. It's sort of like a new service from the city to the residents. Like, the quality of life in a city can be pretty low. Thoreau once said that the city life is millions of people living, being lonesome together. And well, it doesn't really have to be this way. It can be the person who is exactly like you, lives like 100 meters from you. Once we piloted the test where we enabled neighbors to share books and DVDs with each other. So my friend Marcus goes there, finds a French movie he has been wanting to see for ages, goes, knocks on the door, and a beautiful woman opens it. And they really like each other because they like the same kind of movies. It's awesome.
Let's do it.
The only thing I found out was that the local authorities don't want to pay for it. So I found out, this is what I've been doing here. This is fresh stuff. The problem for local authorities is that there is very little engagement in consultations. So if we combine these two, we can actually solve it. So here I've been creating a little mock-up. It basically looks the same as it's been used here. Is SurveyMonkey is the one. This one just will look a bit better because you can add images and you can add basically the same things. I'm sorry, I used the people who are in this room actually just to illustrate it better. Because there's one thing that it's something that doesn't exist yet. It's if you run a consultation, you can actually have a dialogue with the community about it. So if there's something that you really don't like, you can really tell everybody that I don't really want these strip clubs over here. Or you can just add comments and you can see who of your neighbors thinks what about things. So this is a very powerful way actually to get to know what the people want. It is public by default, which is a policy. And I looked at the Coventry City website, and it says that the values of the city is being honest, fair and transparent when it comes to making decisions. And this really helps to do it. And the other value is that the Coventry City really wants to work with the residents, communities and partners to get things done. This is exactly what the software is doing. We have a test case where we managed to attract 10% of a population in one sub-district. And if the city really wants, it is actually possible to get 30,000 residents within 1 year to the system. Imagine that in a consultation. The other thing you can do is you can target the information very well. For example, in the case of Coventry, you can ask questions from everybody in Coventry, or only the people who live in London or Radford or Forest Hill. We actually have, like most of the software is actually ready. There's a test site at oversurvey.com. You can just go and test it out. It's not a real site, it's a test site. But the thing that we don't have yet is what we would use to run the consultation or this one. So we could actually build it within a month or two. What we're looking for is looking for a place to launch it. This is what we need the most. The other thing we're looking for is that we're selling this software starting from £10,000 a year for a local authority. But since we're really eager to start it over here, we would actually offer it for Coventry for £3,000 a year. In case Coventry takes care of the marketing and also the hosting, which I realized is if you use SurveyMonkey, then it's hosted in US, and that's a bit of a problem. So this would work very well for Coventry.
Well, 5 seconds to glory in ourselves.